Alex has very kindly given us 2 of his cars for free.
This is yours, that's yours. Miles comes home to me.
But there is a slight problem. They are all the way in Croatia, so you join us sleeping in the back of them in Germany as we try and get them home.
Morning everyone, it's like 20 past 6. It's very cold. This is my pillow. Alright, we're gonna, I think, hit the road. I haven't spoken to Ollie. I can just see that he is in fact around and away. Hey, he's way too happy. I've been awake for about 3 seconds. It's just the breath box in here. This is day 3 now. Oh my God, what are we doing? It was freezing last night, so we got the heaters on. Ollie's got his heated seat on. You lucky. We're going to quickly check the levels, coolant and everything else, head to the petrol station because I don't know how much fuel Miles has got and there's no way that Ollie's got any fuel in the Range Rover now. And then we're going to try and make it. We've got another 7.5 hours to go and to get to the ferry today. So we've just got to chew through Miles on this road trip, I'm afraid.
As it turns out, we set up camp in the middle of a housing estate last night, so we got back onto the main roads to find a service station. I had no idea right now, but this would be the most stressful day of filming ever on this channel, so it was probably a good idea we had Ollie checking over the cars. With tyres pumped up, oil levels checked, and a certain Volvo-shaped item filled up with coolant, again, we got back on the road.
Now obviously I haven't got any working dials on Miles anymore, so we're gonna have to go off everybody else's fuel and sort of calculate how much fuel Miles has got left in him. We should be fine, he's very economical, but there's always a slight bit of worry when you just don't know what's going on. All in all, things are going pretty well. All 3 cars are running pretty happy. I will say I'm absolutely shattered, like I'm just ruined. So I apologise for the lack of anything that I can give you today, but I will do my very best.
As we were on a pretty tight schedule to catch the ferry today, we ploughed on, keen to cover as many miles as possible. However, a few minutes down the road, this time Miles had completely lost all power. I was stuck on the hard shoulder, a little bit terrified. After trying to crank him a few times unsuccessfully, he finally came back to life and I could catch up with the boys.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, that was fun. Just driving down the road normally and yeah, just lost all power. Tried downshifting, foot flat, nothing at all. So yeah, onto the hard shoulder, quick off and on again, and he's okay. So I know he's been doing that a bit. It's a little bit scary when that happens, especially when it's on a busy place. But luckily, I managed to sort of get off almost immediately after the slip road, and we're going to rejoin the motorway again and crack on. But yeah, thanks for that, Miles. I was just saying how good you were.
After that stressful moment, I decided to cool down a bit by opening my special big window. There's a running theme here, isn't there? Never mind. But at least we're making some good progress towards the ferry port, so we carried on until John sprung a leak again, but this one was a bit different.
Yeah, great, fantastic. Thanks for that one, Liam. Right, so for context, Miles' windscreen wipers are absolutely shocking, and Liam's new favourite game is to put him in front of me and then put his washers on so I get all the spray on my windscreen. Right, it's time to attack back. Ollie, have some of this.
But unfortunately, Ollie wasn't particularly fond of my new game.
Great. Now I've got 2 absolute pillocks absolutely covering me with their windscreen washer.
Is your windscreen clean enough for Liam? I can just get that spot for you right there. There you go, mate.
And there I was thinking that was the end of it, but no. It is literally raining for me.
And with all our windscreens professionally cleaned, we made our way out of Germany.
Okay, we have made it across Germany. We're now out of it and into Belgium, and we're just absolutely smashing countries at the moment. We've got to get back for the ferry tonight. We really are running out of time, so we're just absolutely smashing it. Plodding, obviously, because we've got old cars to look after, but we're doing okay. I haven't even bothered changing my shirt because, I mean, there's no point. Everything stinks. All I'm going to do is write off a new shirt if I put it on, so Never mind.
Despite the fact we clearly hadn't planned this trip very well, and we really were incredibly pushed for time to catch this ferry, as you're about to see. It was looking like we would actually make it. I just want to make it clear, we really did do this trip on next to no budget, with no spare parts and no real planning, and we genuinely weren't sure we would make it back with all 3 cars. What I'm trying to say is when Alex gave me the opportunity to drive these cars back, while it sounded incredible, I was pretty certain we couldn't actually pull it off.
How do you open the boot? Oh, there'll be a lever inside, will there? Okay, or outside.
I've been abroad twice, ever. Ollie didn't have a passport, and myself and Liam have no real mechanical knowledge. Nothing was booked, not even hotels or ferries. We just got on a plane and hoped these cars we had never seen before were firstly at the actual airport, and secondly be mechanically sound enough to get us home. I really hope that if you take one thing away from this, it's that you should absolutely take your car on a stupid adventure. Because I didn't think I would do something this big and would always make up excuses. The truth is, I took on extra work to cover the flights, fuels, tolls and ferry on this trip beforehand. And as for the Range Rover and a Volvo Alex very kindly gave me for this trip, well, I've given them away to Ollie and Liam as they covered their own costs for these cars and themselves. So a massive thank you to them. Without them, this wouldn't have been possible. So in short, if you're watching this because you love cars and want to go on a silly adventure, just do it. And if you're watching this because you love cars and just want more content with stupid cars, then thank you so much for making it to episode 3. Right, I guess we better go and catch this ferry. What could go wrong?
Okay, so here's the situation. We're now doing a final stint, 3 hours to get to the ferry. Now, we've been stuck in so much traffic, we really are tight. We've pulled over at services, booked the ferry, now we've got to get there.
So we headed towards the ferry through Belgium, and now's a great time to tell you Miles did come with a CD player that only had 1 CD in.
This is how you remind me.
And it was Nickelback. So as it was the soundtrack of my road trip, you can all enjoy my stressful montage as it all goes horribly, horribly wrong.
This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of
We are cutting this far too tight. If any of these cars break down or we get stuck in any kind of traffic now, that is game over for us. So we've got to get it if we want to get home tonight. And we really do.
forehand, and you are hard worth breaking. I've been wrong, I've been down, been to the bottom of every.
It's a case of nursing these cars as hard as we realistically dare to. We just can't push them. To make it even harder as well for me, it is so hot again, and obviously I've got nothing left. The windows don't even go down, so I am just sweating in here. It's, oh gosh.
So eventually our convoy pulled into Calais. However, Liam, who actually knew where he was going, was in front, and we lost him at the gates. It's also worth mentioning that my GoPro died here, but I didn't notice as I had other issues like the lack of opening windows. And this became a massive problem, not just once, but for every single gate we went through. As we wasted time driving around trying to find our gates, Liam was already boarding in John the Volvo. With Liam gone, it was just myself and Ollie left to navigate the ferry port, and we weren't very good at that. And to make matters even worse, weirdly, Border Control wasn't very impressed by Ollie, who looks very young, driving a battered old Range Rover with a one-way flight booking to Croatia from 2.5 days ago. Strange. And by the time we had finally found our ferry, it was gone, and we had missed it. We didn't know this at the time, but thankfully there was one more ferry to Dover we could catch, and Liam said he would wait for us at a nearby petrol station on the other side, so we could reunite these 3 cars and finish this ridiculous road trip how we started, all the way back in Croatia.
So 2 of us managed to actually make it onto the ferry. The other one is actually, that's France, is actually already there because myself and Oliver, it does that. Let's just, there we go. So the Volvo is actually in England right now, and why is that so loud? So as I say, myself and Olive had to get this later one, and poor Liam has actually waited in England to come and collect us so he can finish this journey as a threesome.
And finally, after all that, we made it back into the UK. No. Myself and Ollie immediately got dragged into Border Control again and questioned. And after showing my YouTube channel as proof and asking the lovely lady to subscribe, she didn't. We made our way out, and finally, over 1,000 miles later, all 3 cars were reunited in the UK for the first time in our ownership.
How you feeling? Don't even go there.
Oh, and finally we're reunited again as a threesome. First time ever in the UK for us driving these cars. It's 8:15, it's getting dark. We've still got another 2 hours of driving to do, but we're in high spirits. We're going to get back now. This has been one heck of an adventure, beyond what I could even comprehend on this channel. This is my 20th video I've ever done publicly. I can't believe how lucky I am to have this opportunity. Thank you so much to Alex and the entire team behind him that have completely inspired me to even make this channel in the first place. What an incredible adventure this has gone, and also what an incredible car Miles is. Thank you so much for watching. I am shattered, so I'm going to end this here and go to sleep, and importantly, have a shower. I'll see you next time. Bye. Right, we've literally just landed. Oh my God, the car! Well, first breakdown is happening. It's telling me to stop driving and pull over ASAP.
Oh dear. Okay, we've stopped somewhere. There's no oil pressure. The temperature's gone through the roof. We're lost down a dirt track, so it's going well.
Down, Matt.
Well, now the main road's there. That's the main road, and we're on the gravel track next to the main road.
So the window doesn't work. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know I keep saying it keeps getting prettier, but this is something else. Look at this! I have a very exciting announcement to make. We're in our 4th country now. We've just crossed the border and we're in Germany.
It turns out I think we're parking up at the breakdown area. Oh my God, what are we doing? It was freezing last night, so we got the heaters on. Ollie's got his heated seat on. You lucky.
It is literally raining for me.
We are cutting this far too tight. If any of these cars break down or we get stuck in any kind of traffic now, that is game over for us. It does that. Let's just, there we go. Why is that so loud? Bye. Also, sorry, editing, Matt.
I don't even know how I got here.
But all I'm going to say is it's just undescribably incredible.
I've just got poo on my hands from the water. Oh, that smells quite bad, actually. So this is Matt in the future. We're actually back home now, and I want to show you something I've just found out. If I push this button here, yeah, the window does go down.